So this is the continuation of how to shoot from the blue line. We're gonna break down 3 simple mechanics. The first one is the backwards corkscrew. So the backwards corkscrew, I'm just gonna practice shooting like this, and then I'm gonna come like that. So the key is, instead of doing a forward corkscrew, like we often know how to do, just like this, you're gonna do a backwards corkscrew, and you're gonna do it towards you're just gonna be going backwards towards the butt end of your stick. So the butt end of my stick is here. That's gonna kind of aim that direction. Obviously that's the case, but I can't do it this way because I'm not gonna be able to get a good, I get a backhand shot, but I'm not gonna get a good wrist shot. So the first mechanic is moving like this. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna C-cut this left foot, which is my knob side foot. I'm gonna collapse this hip kind of like it's a soft drag, and as I'm fading back this way, I'm gonna release just like that. Often a thing that you hear coaches say is they say, really lean on your stick. I don't recommend that, as you know from the slingshot shooting system. What I do recommend is that your whole body opens up first. So you have C-cutted, your hip opens, your shoulder opens, and everything is lagging, and then the last thing to move is the puck. And it's kind of like a whip from there. So I'll show that to you. I'm in a corkscrew backwards. This opens up, everything moves, and then that goes last. And the reason that happens, or the reason you want to do that, is because it allows the flex of the stick to pull, and then it's gonna flex and then open. So that's the first mechanic that you want to use from the blue line. The second, like I've said before, is the 10 and 2. We see Makar do this all the time. Now Makar is super advanced, and you've seen him actually do 10 and 2s this way to open up, which is definitely possible, but less something that you really want to focus on. What you want to practice is 10 and 2ing this way. So when you get the puck on the blue line, you can 10 and 2 and then release. So there's a couple things you can do. The reason you're doing the 10 and 2, like I said in the first video, is to create lateral space for yourself. So you can either 10 and 2, and actually release from the 10 and 2, or you can just 10 and 2 to move laterally, and then step into a actual like wrist shot, like a line A style shot. So what you can just see is that simply from being here, just by doing a 10 and 2, I can actually move myself laterally and find a lane. So a combination of those two, which is the corkscrew going backwards like this, and then also a 10 and 2 like this, allows you to do a lot of your movement at the point. And like I said in the first video, you're not necessarily trying to roof it, you're actually just trying to move laterally to get it through. So that's the second one. The third one, and this really links it all together, is the backward soft drag. So if I'm going backwards like this, and I need to change direction, the backward soft drag is your friend. Boom, so it's a backward soft drag, and that allows me to either step and go into a 10 and 2, or if I'm going backwards here, it's here and allows me to cross. But the whole key is that if I'm going backwards, I can soft drag, and then head one direction. So we're used to doing this forward, but to score from the blue line, you can definitely have a soft drag to help change direction. So you can be here, soft drag, and move. It's very deceptive. It's a very good skill to learn. So just simply practicing going backwards, soft drag, is a great drill to have, but then or a great drill to do, but then linking it all together from backwards to soft drag to 10 and 2 is all really good. The last piece, like I said before, is thinking through your head pattern. So typically what your head pattern is it's up and scanning both the net and the play, then it goes down, and then it goes back up to shoot. The reason for that is if you have your head up the whole time, often what can happen is the puck can bounce and jump on you. So if I'm here and I just am up the whole time, I can sometimes whiff on that puck. Not always, but often. So I want to just have a good head pattern where it's up, it's down, and then it's up, and then I release. So that's the head mechanics that we often see NHLers use when they're shooting, is head up, down, up. And it's like a pretty quick thing. And like I said, it's mostly because you want to scan, make sure the puck doesn't bounce, scan again to see if your lane is still open, and then release. So those are 3 mechanics in terms of footwork, and a 4th mechanics in terms of head work, head positioning, that will allow you to shoot and then score and have lots of great assists from the blue line. So I hope you found that helpful, and I hope you see how the downhill skating mechanics all fit into that. So practice this and start sniping from the blue line, and we'll see you in the next video. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to learn more about Train 2.0 and the downhill skating system, which is the foundation to all hockey mechanics, all hockey skills, all hockey sense, we've put together a little free training for you. It's 5 parts, 5 secrets to how to move like NHLers using the downhill skating system. And that's available for you if you click the link, and you can sign up and you can go through those lessons to learn this yourself. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.